What's up? What's up? So today we are talking about unlocking, right? Unlocking the sales and secrets and debunking the myth of sales is a number game. So let me jump over here. Let me check out okay, so I can see all the comments coming in. So welcome to this live broadcast today, where that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the inside secrets, exactly what to do to unlock sales. So we are officially moving into quarter four, right? We are in quarter four right now. So let me ask you, did you hit your goals up to this point in your business? Drop a 1 below if you're like yes, and drop a 2 below if you're like no. So no worries, because if you haven't gotten to your goal yet, we've got a plan for you. So don't worry about it, right? So drop in, let me know where you're coming in from. What time is it where you're at when I'm broadcasting this? Okay. Let me know what time it is. And so let me introduce myself, because there's so many of you amazing women that have joined our community, and I want to welcome you in. Say hello to another sister up in here, right? My name is Becky LaFave. I am the CEO of my business, which is called She's in Charge of Business, where I really showcase showing you, right, how to build a brand, market your brand, how to make sales. And it all starts with one thing: lead gen, right? Lead gen. So we're teaching you everything about lead gen in here. So I really want you to understand that first and foremost. So, we can still make our 23 goals, okay? So we can still make our 23 goals, and we can still make progress. We have literally, how many months out? We're in October, November, December, January. Like, we've got plenty of time, but we need to take action now. And so one of the first and foremost things that I really want to talk about before we get into quarter four sales and growing your reach is talking about imposter syndrome. Okay. I have done my homework on this, because I have had imposter syndrome. And a lot of times it will creep up. It will come back, even though there is no, despite the evidence of being successful, despite the evidence of all of the things. Okay. So I just want to talk about this first and foremost, because before I share anything with you, if you cannot get past this, or even push yourself through it, right? Because sometimes we don't ever get past things. We push ourselves through this, okay? So before we can really lock in sales, before we can really hold space for our goals, we've got to be able to get past what we call is our mindset. And this is why everything comes from this. And when I first started, I was like, oh God, here we go, the mindset. But it is a fact, because you will not reach your goal, and not unless you've reached your mindset. Can I get an amen below? Right? Because identifying imposter syndrome, literally, I've done my homework on this. 85% of women have imposter syndrome. We all go through this. So if you're one of them, just admit below. Drop it below. Yes, girl. Yes, girl, right? Because we've all been there. And so how do we move forward? Well, first, how do we identify it? Because you might not even identified it yet, right? So the common is self-doubt, right? You self-doubt in your abilities. You have fear to expose yourself, that you might know something, or, here's the thing, and you might have heard this, and it is so true. A lot of times you need to be one step ahead of somebody that needs your goodness, that needs your support, right? One step. Can you be one step ahead of somebody and help them? Absolutely. Means you have more knowledge. So you have the ability to really help somebody, and you've got to embody this. You've got to know it to your core. Okay. That is the very first step. Acknowledging, recognizing that you have self-doubts. Procrastination is just another way of self-sabotaging yourself. Okay. That imposter syndrome. comes from that. So if you find yourself doing that, stop and say, what am I worried about? Why am I procrastinating? It is a deeper, it's the fear, it's all the things, the self-doubt that we're talking about. Recognize it and say, do it anyway. Okay. I wrote this in a book. Recognize it and F it, do it anyway, Becky. That's how I speak to myself. So I've told you this before, right? You got to figure out the language that you want to use to move yourself forward in a moment, right? It's not like you're going balls to the wall all day long, but it's in the moment that you need strength. It's in the moment that you need to say yes to your goals. It's in the moment that you're going to pick up that phone. It's in the moment that you're going to DM somebody. It's in the moment that you're going to friend request. It's in those moments that we get past this, okay? So this is what you really have to embody. 2, celebrate your past achievements. I mean, literally, get out a piece of paper, put it on a sticky note. This is so important because when you get in this and you're like, Becky, I'm doing the thing and I'm saying do it anyway, but I'm still, I can't seem to do it. I get it, sister, okay? So you want to recognize, what are the celebrations that you've gotten done in your life? What is the thing that your dream client needs to hear from you that you've been able to celebrate? Write it down, little or small. I don't care. They're all something your dream client really wants for themselves. And you've been able to get it, right? So if you've been able to get it, then you can help another sister. And that's what your dream client wants from you. I want you to really understand that. So write down your accomplishments, because when you go to it and you go, you know what? I can do this. That's exactly what she needs. I've been able to do this. And all of a sudden, our imposter syndrome, our self-doubts go out the window. So if you need a sticky note, stick it on your computer, stick it on your mirror when you're getting ready to remind yourself that, yes, you have everything it takes to hit your Q4 goals. Okay, so you ready? I hope you got a pen and paper, and here's the thing. If you're seeking more, you need to seek more support, right? You need to seek mentorship, a coach, a consultant, somebody that can help you move from A to B, not holding your hand, but holding your hand and saying, sister, yes, you can, to empower you to move forward. Right? Having the tools in place. Maybe you're like one tweak of a tool that you're not quite sure of, and that's what's holding you back more so than anything. So I want you to think about that. So let's talk about the impact of your Q4 and reaching your sales. Okay. So fully reaching your sales. So number 1, remember, if somebody can drop these down for me, this would be great, and helping another sister out. If you're not driving and you can do this, if you could type it in the comments. Knowing your dream client. I talk to so many of my clients that I work with, and here's the thing. That's not the fun work, okay? I get it. It's not the fun work. I'm the first one to admit it, and so many of my other clients don't want to do it. Oh yeah, I know my dream client. Like, just hearing you say that, I know you don't. You don't know them to the core. So you have to recognize that your dream client is a human on the other side of our devices, our computers, all of this, right? We've gotten so caught up in just being online or on our phones, right, that we're not out in the real world. And we forgot people are humans, just like you on the other side, right? We have a real human with real thoughts that really need to be understood, have needs, challenges. We have preferences. We need something that says specifically to us, I know you get me, right? Just like my clients that work with me, the reason why they work with me is because they know I get them, right? They know that I understand their language, their pain points, what they really want. They really want to build the 6-figure business. They really want to do a business that they're not on social media 24/7. They want to be out enjoying their life, whether you're a midlife, whether you're a mother, because I've been all of them, right? I am a midlife right now, and I have been a mother, an empty nester now. I know what it takes to grow a business. I've been in business for 33 years now. So they know that, and they know I know their deepest thoughts. Do you know that about your dream client? First and foremost, okay? Number 2, develop develop, develop a value-based content. When you really know that dream client, you can now develop that value-driven content that does the selling for you without having to say, buy my ish, right? I don't care if you're selling a product or if you're a coach and you're selling coaching programs. I don't care what it is. If you can put a post up there that triggers somebody to say, oh my gosh, she's my girl. I don't care what she's doing. I want to know what she's got going on. I'm looking at all the things. Oh my God. All of a sudden I'm in her world. And guess what happens? I don't know how I got here, but I bought this program from you. That's how that works. Content that does the selling for you that they don't even realize, right? But they said yes. Okay. This is what happens to me. It can happen for you. And that's what you want. Right? You do this through your post. You do this through your videos. You do this through master classes, webinars, challenges. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter where the container is, as long as you're able to take that main piece and funnel them through your system, whatever your system is, that they're like, yes, 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 click. Oh my gosh, I'm here. Right? A lot of times when I get over into the DMs, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, we're striking up the conversation. And they're like, I don't even know how I got here. But I absolutely love what you putting out there. And all of a sudden I saw this. And that's how it works. Okay. It's pretty amazing. Number 3, personalize your outreach. This is so important. We treat every person the same way when we get into the DMs, which is so unapproachable, right? Like if you're looking at this as another number, this, like I said, it goes back to you're a human on the other side. Have you done your due diligence? Do you know what this person is going through throughout their life? Are you in the DMs being a real human, personalizing your message to them? Right? And I don't care if they're been a friend, a new friend, it doesn't really matter, right? Genuine people are interested in the other person. And most people I see are only worried about themselves. I just coached somebody on this last night. Frustrated, this, and that. And I'm like, because you made it all about you. The problem is it isn't all about you. It is about the one person that is in front of you. Here's the thing. And I take this so serious with my clients. My phone is not in front of me, right? I don't take other calls. This is the person I'm speaking to. If I'm having lunch with a girlfriend, my phone rings, I don't answer this. This is called integrity. This is called me being more interested in you than what's going on here, right? I mean, and I understand we have children. If you got to pop it, because I've had the times in my life I just want to make sure it's not my kids, because that's what's more important than anything is my husband and my children, let's face it, right? But if it's not them and it's not God calling, girl, the person in front of me. It is the person in front of me. And that's how you should be with your clients. That's how you should treat everybody in your life. If you're too busy grabbing this and grabbing that, and I'm more important than you, I don't show up on time for you because it's all about me, guess what? Your business is never going to grow. You won't get sales. So I really develop this personal touch. I have a DM strategy inside of my programs that I teach this. It works. This is how I make sales. So I did it first. And I have a whole speaking thing, but you break it down into your language, but it's a guidance. It's very much a guidance, and it's easy to freaking use. So that is in one of my programs. Number 4, highlight the benefits. I always see this. Okay. Hey, if I haven't been through this, I couldn't teach this. So first and foremost, I just want you to know this. I have been through all of this. And this is why I can teach it now, because I have learned. Okay. So highlight the benefits, not just the features. We are always putting out the features. This is what I got. This is what it is. And there's no benefit, right? Do you know what your dream client wants? The benefit, right? She don't care about the features. She don't care about all the things. How can it help me, right? How can it help me? That's all that she cares about. And so the outcome to your client's expectations, right, will be later. But in the initial of getting her in to take a look at what you have, it's all about the benefits. Okay, so we're always listing features. This is why your content is not working. This is why, you've got to be able to explain and solve a problem, right? These are the benefits. This is the problem that it solves, right? So that's how you're going to achieve your goals. So if you're not sure how to post to get leads into sales, I do have what I call the Facebook strategy assessment. If you want more information on that, we'll talk about it later, but that is something that I offer. Okay. Number 5, here is a big one. In most, it floors me. And I have to say, I was one of them for the longest time. This is Miss Stella, just in case she barged in the room. If you can't see her, she's the one that opened up the door. Okay. So Miss Stella's my pit bull, just in case you're like, I don't see her, Becky. So number 5 is an offer, a lead magnet. Okay. You got to stand out differently. No more of the days of just posting. And I know that you've heard this before, but for some reason you go, oh, that's not for me. It's for everyone. It is for you. If you are serious about building your business, I'm going to tell you, out of all the things that I'm sharing with you, every single one of these are the most important things to hit 6 figures. Now, is there other things? Yes. But if you want to hit sales and get it done, these things are in order. These things have to be, right? And so how do they get into your world? Where you provide an opportunity for a potential client to experience you first. Okay. You can only put so much out on social media. You want to be able to capture their attention as fast as you can because, hey, we're all squirrely brain. Capture the attention. And then that multiplies, builds the trust, credibility. You're able to sell in it if it's done properly. Now, I see a lot of lead magnets out there that are not done properly. I did them for years, a long time ago, and I learned how to do it properly. And so now I do make sales in these. So that's one of the things. It's like it allows you to offer value before they buy from you. Okay. A post is a post. Yes, a great post can bring it through the line. Okay. And this is part of the line. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I've arrived. All of a sudden I bought and here I am, right? This is how it works. But everybody's just worried about, I'm just going to post and I'm just going to do this. And you're not got the strategy, the structure on how to do it. And that's why you get frustrated. You're not hitting your goals, any of it. Okay. I just did a masterclass on this and I opened up the boot camp. So it is called the Qualifying Method Boot Camp. It is available to you. If you want more information, you can jump in as well. Right after this at 30 minutes, I go live inside there where I'm doing more training. Okay. Number 6, huge follow-up. Follow up. We know this is the biggest part, but here's my twist. Here is my twist. Okay. Follow up is essential. We all know this. The sales are made mostly in the follow-up. Most people do not buy right away. There's the strategy for that, right? It is the system strategy. Okay. And so, here's the thing. You have to get past the objections. And if you do it right, you don't get a lot of objections. I don't get a lot of objections. Okay. So most of them are wanting to know more because I've already built the trust with all the actions, the strategies that I do in my business. I've already earned the trust. So I don't get a lot of objections. They just want to know more of how they can get involved or what does it all entail or what does this look like, right? That's usually what it is. So when it's done right. So you want to make sure that, of course, you're nurturing your leads and maintaining communication is important because there's not a yes right off the bat sometimes, and that's okay. But how do you nurture and communicate? Well, here's the one thing. Having a follow-up system that works, right? That you have in place. So if I said to you, hey, Tammy, where's your next sale? Do you know where your next sale is? Or are you scrambling like, I don't know, I don't know? Well, then you don't have a follow-up system, because a follow-up system, just like that. I can talk to this, and this. They're my next sale. Who is that? Do you have a follow-up system that will support you in building out your Q4, building out your business, building out your six-figure business, going into next year feeling better about yourself, going, yes, I finally got this whole thing down that I am creating the business of my dreams. Do you have that system? Okay, so these are so important. Implementing the strategies and focusing is the most important, and qualifying your leads. If you have leads, but you're not qualifying your leads, then you really don't know where your next sale is either, right? So this is so important. So it's not, yes, you do need numbers. You need people coming in all the time, but it's not, I need 1,000. I needed this. No, you need a qualified 100 and something leads constantly going through your pipeline to get it done. Okay. So there is 3 ways to work with me. 3 ways. Right now, I do the Facebook strategy assessment where we jump on a Zoom and we talk about what you have going on. Okay, so you can drop any of these in here if you want the link to it so you can check it out. Number 2, I have the qualifying method bootcamp that is in session right now. So if you want to build out your lead magnet that is going to draw your people in, drop it and let me know. Number 3, I have my 6-month program where I teach you how to achieve 6 figures. Okay, in 6 months, teaching you how to achieve your first 6 figures. So if any of those are of interest to you and you want to be able to talk more, just DM me or ask for the link below and I'll be happy to send it to you. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. If there's anything you ever are interested in wanting to talk more about, drop me a DM and say, hey, Becky, I would love to learn more about this. You might just be featured. That trading might just be featured the next time I go live. All right, take care. Bye for now.